All right, what's up? It's Tuesday. We're drafting, although I will not be drafting tonight. I was not supposed to be here tonight. Let's close this. What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, man? Excuse me. Yeah, good.
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't wait for you and Young Money to play.
Man.
Hey, Chris, I was gonna ask you if any plans for like the regulars for a redraft, or we're just do the dynasty.
No, we'll definitely do at least one redraft league. When it gets close, probably more in like August or something.
Got it.
And that will definitely not be a slow draft. That will be you got to show up and draft.
Yeah, I think that should be on the YouTube and be like the real like Endgame draft, and just be like, this is what people are thinking. Maybe give a little more time, but please never 8 hours again.
No, when we do the redraft leagues, it's going to be like a live. I mean, because you're only talking like 15 rounds. I mean, if we do defensive kickers, which I don't know if we'll do. So I mean, like an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah.
I don't want to let me admit Jordan. Yeah, like we were even talking because Pierre and I film every Monday. Because he's in Texas and I'm in California. And we were like, should we do like a quick like recap of the dynasty draft so far? And I'm like, I don't even know how we would do it. Because we couldn't even put like the draft board in the background because no one's even going to be able to figure out what, you know what I mean? Like we'd have to go through and be like, okay, so far this guy has these players, this guy has these players.
No, you're going to have to do it team by team. If you were to do it, you'd have to do it by team and just kind of either ask people about their team and what they were thinking, and then just give your overall analysis. I think that's the best way you're going to be able to do it if you did it.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's what I was saying. I was like, we can't, because no one can look at that draft board. I mean, you could, but you'd probably have to have like a piece of paper and write everybody's name and be like, okay, he took him. Okay, then he took him. You know what I mean? There's no way you can. You can't just look at it and be like, oh, okay, that's Marquise's team, that's Pierre's team, that's Matt's team. It's like, no, it's all over. Even me, when I look at the board, I'm like, oh, wait, no, I didn't pick that guy. That's right. I traded that pick. So, yeah.
I will say I did not do what I expected this rookie draft or this draft, this dynasty draft. Usually I'm the, trade back, kind of like Nick. Like, I love Nick and what he's doing, and that's normally my like go-to strategy. I don't know what I was thinking in the beginning of this, but apparently I just wanted 4 studs and was like, that's all I need, right?
Chris, there is a way to actually view the teams, right?
Well, yeah, but you have to go team by team. You can't do it like on the draft board.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was saying.
I think if you click their name, it'll show you all their picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying, like when Pierre and I were talking about it, I'm like, imagine somebody watching this video who doesn't know anything about the draft. Like, we can't if we like in the past, like if we do a mock draft, Pierre and I'll have like the draft board in the background and you can follow along, right?
Yeah.
There's no way to follow along. Like like Jeremy was saying, we'd have to go like team by team. Like, okay, well, we could do it for your team because you and Bill, but everybody else, we'd have to be like, okay, Jeremy took these 4 guys, but then he traded and went all the way back to 10. Like, we'd have to do it team by team. You can't do it like round by round like people are used to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but you have to explain that like this pick was traded, then that's the trade. It would be like a 3-hour long video. So,
hey, Jordan, I got our guy.
Eskridge? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think he could be sneaky.
I think he will be sneaky. I was kind of hoping for him later, though. It was one of those.
See, the thing with him is he's stepping directly into that David Moore role, right? So, it's gonna be one of those like boom bust potential guys where he probably won't give you a consistent floor, but like he'll have an explosion a week here, a week there.
Jay, I really do love your team. There are only 2 picks I really even question, and one I feel like you went because it was early and he could Pawpaw. The other guy, like you even said it, like once you picked it, you're like, did I really need to pick him this early? So I think Mooney was the early one, but I could have seen somebody taking him. So like that's not a big deal. And then the Brady. But other than
That's the thing too, is like when you draft at the 12 spot, like you have to reach on guys because you're 24 picks away from your next selection.
No, you definitely.
So that's why I reached there even on DeMarcus Robinson. You know what I mean? We're in the range where now I'm taking shots on guys. I might as well get the guy I want because I'm going to be pissed if he doesn't get back to me. Even though ADP wise, he's in the 300s. You know what I mean? Like it's a guy that I want. It's a guy that I've been targeting. So I went and I got him. I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
That's why I took Traquan Smith.
Oh man, I was actually kind of upset you did that, man. I was like, oh, he's like ranked 250. I was like, I'll look at him at like, the 200, the 180 mark. And when I saw him go, I was like, oh, that's my late round sleeper there.
Funny because I'm listening to you guys and I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We were thinking about doing a recap video of like the first 10 rounds or something. I'm like, no one's going to understand this if they're not in it. Like, we're just going to have to basically go team by team. That's the only way we could do it. It's like, okay, this is Jeremy's team. This is blah, blah, team. Blah, blah, right? Because there's no other way to do it. No one will understand. No one will look at this draft board and understand what's going on. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So what you could do is, I know you said you wanted to do a recap. Maybe just do it like by team. And how when you go to that team tab, just do a team breakdown team by team and just how you like their draft overall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do because there's no other way. We can't go round by round. So which is fine.
There's some rounds where like only 2 people made their original pick.
Well, we know Bill and Jordan always.
Yeah, those 2 always did. You and Pierre did for a while, but then like round 7 or 8, you guys started trading and whatnot.
I've only had 3 picks that were my original pick.
Because like the thing is too, once you get to like that 7th, 8th round, like I'm okay with trading. It's just hard for me to get value in a trade with somebody, especially guys in say like the first 5 slots or some of like the more active people as far as trades go. So like they're gonna have to, depending on what side of the turn it's on. I mean, it's almost a full round if I were to swap picks with them. So it's like you have to offer a lot more to jump up that many spots. So it's kind of difficult for me to even be in a trade up scenario at the 12 spot, which is why I didn't really make any trades. But I'm more of an in-season trade guy.
Yeah.
Like I'll make like 15, 20 trades and my team will look completely different by the end of the year.
Yeah, me too. But that's why I didn't mind making that trade with Pierre, because to me that was like an in-season trade, even though it wasn't in season, but it's like we're trading players.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, right. Real quick, Chris told you I had a better trade offer.
I mean, it was a little better. It's like almost.
It was like almost the same rounds better.
I offered you a 15th and a 17th for your 14th and then 18th, and he gave you what, a
15 and a 16.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
It was better.
I think you're right. It was better.
You were just like, man, he's not even getting any trades, and he just did.
But you just rejected it so quick. Like I sent it, and then like I checked like 2 minutes later, it was already rejected. I was like, damn, I didn't think that was that bad of an offer. Jeez. And then you're like, I have a better offer. Matt, check your DM. I'm like, wait, I thought you already have an offer. Just accept it. What do you check your DM if you already have a better offer? Just accept it. What do you mean check your DM?
He just doesn't want your team to be any better, and I kind of appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, so it came to like I was trying to get Julio Jones, and I was like, Matt, just let me know if this is even doable. And then he like ghosted me for 30 minutes, and I was like, dude, we were just talking about this. And I was like, if it's a bad offer, just say no. Like, I'm fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And then just nothing for another 15 minutes. And I'm like, all right. So I sent you the counter offer. And then finally Matt gets on and goes, nope. And he's like, and then I see him in the chat. This man offered me a 17 and an 18 and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, I told you.
He put you on blast.
Yeah. I was like, I know it was crazy. I'm just trying to get him the counter and see what he was trying to do. And then I was just like, here's the original offer. Just let me get that.
I was so mad when I saw Pierre take Kellen Mond. I thought for sure he wouldn't. I thought for sure he would last another couple rounds.
Is everyone on for this draft?
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Okay, there's Pierre because he has to start it. Pierre is Pierre. He's a commissioner. Because I didn't think I was going to be able to draft tonight. That's why I wasn't in here. So I was waiting for.
So I think just real quick, I know Pierre's trying to get ready and stuff. I think I was gonna do this on Thursdays, but I think today would be a lot better. I think I'm gonna do a no homer draft today. So I will not pick anyone I normally pick.
Okay.
You heard that, everybody? Mike Williams, free game.
Oh, Mike
Mike Williams.
drafted. Mike Williams will stay on the board. So
Mike Williams, Russell Gage, all of them.
Yep, you guys can have them all. I will try and go out of the box for this one.
Oh, did you guys see that Rashad Penny news? That's actually the pick that I was like.
Yeah, I was really gonna say that, but I didn't want to hurt you because he just had surgery.
Well, they said it was like a cleanup for the knee, and Pete Carroll says he'll hopefully be ready for camp. And I was like, dude, I just picked him like earlier this morning. That was like the Darrell Henderson pick to me seemed really obvious. Like that seemed like a no-brainer to me. That's why I was like, I can't believe I'm getting roasted. The Rashad Penny one to me was a really tough one because it was like, I was like, man, do I go Gus Edwards here? Do I go Jamal Williams here? Do I go Penny?
I was looking at Jamal Williams until he got taken. And my only issue with your Darrell Henderson pick is the fact that you roasted me for taking Tevin Coleman next.
I only roasted you for Tevin Coleman because you were talking for 2 days about how you're going to pick a demon in the 14th round, and you picked Tevin Coleman. Like that's I was like, okay, I got to see this demon. Like whatever, you picked Tevin Coleman. It's the fact that for 2 days I've been hearing about this demon you're going to pick in round 14, and then it's like, boop, there's my demon, guys. Boop.
I mean, how many guys are like actual true demons on the board? I can name
know
like
you were
two,
talking
maybe.
about for 2 weeks though, or 2 days though.
Hey, the beginning of the season, he will be a demon. I don't know how he's going to.
I don't even think he will be. I think. But see, that's what I was trying to say. The difference, like, okay, Darrell Henderson might never be anything. That's okay. But Darrell Henderson has potential to hit a home run.
Okay.
Tevin Coleman will never hit a home run for you. He's going to be nothing more than a bye week desperation fill-in. That's my thing. Is like, yeah, Darrell Henderson might rot away on my bench. Okay.
Yeah, you're just wasting a spot. You're literally preying on another man's downfall so you can win in fantasy. I don't want to be doing that.
But we all do that when we take. But I think Darrell Henderson's going to be a little more involved in that. And also, you got to think again. Darrell Henderson's 23. He could always leave. He doesn't have to stick with the Rams when his rookie contract's up. He can go somewhere else. It's not like his future's done. Like I really think Tevin Coleman's like if Tevin Coleman loses that job, I don't think we ever see him in the NFL again. To be honest, like he was already bad the last couple of years.
He wasn't bad. He was just hurt.
He was bad on the Niners.
He wasn't bad.
He was bad. He was.
He was hurt.
He was hurt. I like Tevin Coleman. He was great on the Falcons, but he was bad on the 49ers.
And you think it's bad that Chris is looking for one injury? I'm hoping for 2 injuries on some of the guys.
I'm not hoping for. Not that I'm hoping
you need to go down. You need to go down
for an injury. I never hope for an injury.
These dudes are really praying for dudes downfall so they can win fantasy.
Especially Akers. I don't want
crazy.
Akers to get hurt. I like Akers.
This is so crazy.
No, I want to win it fair and square.
No, but that's what you have to understand that injuries are a part of the game, and you have to play that card. And like Michael Carter could get hurt, and I don't think Tevin Coleman gets any more touches. I just think it means that Michael P. Ryan and Ty Johnson get more touches. That's my thing with Tevin Coleman. Like he just is what he is.
I think he'll be a 2-down back to start. Now, maybe after like the first 3-4 weeks, he isn't good or gets hurt or just proves to be ineffective or just other guys prove to be better. And in that case, he'll just either ride on my bench as my RB5 or I'll cut him. It's not like I have to have him do good in order for my team to succeed. He's just a guy who might put up points, he might not.
I get it. My whole thing wasn't that you like picked Tevin Coleman. My whole thing was that you talked up this demon for 2 days, and then it was.
He's about to be a demon. Anybody on my team is a demon. If I trade you away, you're dead to me. But the guys on the squad, straight demons. I got a real true demon coming up my next pick if he doesn't get traded. That's for real.
Literally 60 seconds ago, you were like, "How many demons are even left on the board?"
I said there's one or two that I got in mind. After that, it's all angels. No more demons.
Whatever.
Too many nice guys.
Ready to start this thing, Pierre, or what? I can't wait to like just sit here.
All
And there we go. We started. Marquise.
Let's do it. Marquise. Oh, there you go. Got his Carolina boy.
Well,
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see if I can roast how many picks I can roast tonight.
I'll make it easy for you if you like. Just roast my whole
Jeremy.
roster.
Jeremy, I
Just
need
say
my
you're
hot
gonna
take.
pick a demon. Just say you're gonna pick a demon and then take Tevin Coleman. He'll roast you.
I mean, does anybody here think Tevin Coleman is a demon? Like, does anybody?
I think Tevin Coleman in the 14th round is a demon. Any earlier than that, can't do it.
No, and especially in redraft, okay, because if he only gives me this year, that's fine. But in Dynasty, like, you literally might have picked a guy in the 14th round who's like halfway through the season is never on your roster again.
Is Matt not here?
No, he's here.
He's green.
He's green. We're just waiting for him to
Matt.
take.
Yeah, now he's green.
And
I think he just
This
turned
dude's
green.
milking the clock like his dynasty.
Well, exactly. He's
Hey,
used to
my-
the Dynasty.
No
He's
trades
not
here,
used to
all
the
right?
60
There are no
second
trades.
clock. He's like,
Can
oh,
y'all
I got
hear me?
10 hours. I got plenty of
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was trying to trade the pick, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's like used to 8 hours. That's in timeout.
I'll give you Tevin Coleman in a 5th for that pick.
As long as they some demons, bro.
Right, you know I stay with the demons, bro. Everybody I take is about to be 1,000 yards from scrimmage, double-digit touchdowns,
Wow.
0 turnovers.
You're
Just
gonna
trade
win
me to
pretty-
running back, bro.
You're gonna win fairly easily then.
Of course, I straight demons.
Get my guy Lamar.
I'm actually very excited for this year. There's a few guys going win now. I want to see whose team really prevails at the end and who's holding the trophy. Because I've been getting slandered out here. That's all I gotta say. I've been getting some heat. Everybody's
I'm
coming
doing
for
a
my
lot of the
head.
slandering. Look,
Yeah, I was
I
about to say, where's my
Everybody-
brisket
no,
at, Young Money?
Everybody's coming for my head because I got haters, bro. I got real life haters out here. No cap.
You hyped up the master plan, and then the master plan includes picking Tevin Coleman.
No.
And not only that, Tevin Coleman, the demon.
The demon.
Tevin.
Okay, so the original, the very first master plan was when I was at the turn and I took Amari and then Keenan Allen. I was gonna take Travis Kelce and Pitts, but they both went, and I wasn't gonna trade for them. So then I took 2 receivers. I wasn't gonna take Jamal Williams today, but then he got taken. So every time I've had a master plan, someone has foiled it somehow, some way, and I just had to pivot. And a true master makes a new plan, and that's what I've been doing.
Every time you said you have a master plan, you're like, well, Kelsey was part of the plan. And he got taken right before you. Oh, this dude was part of the plan. He got taken right before you.
Dude, people just love sniper. Then Chris trades up right before me and takes Mike Davis. That was an absolute kill shot right there. You would not have had an RB2, and I would have been looking pretty.
I had to. Like once I made that trade appear, I'm like, I have to get Mike Davis. He's like the last remaining like RB2 type on the board.
That's how I felt about Mixon. I was like, I don't know any other guy that's going to get 90 to 100% of the touches. I just have to just because.
100% of the touches. We're going there at this point. 100% of the
He'll get like 80. He'll get like 90. I mean, look, he's got Samaji Pirine and freaking Chris Evans, but the wrong Chris Evans, not Captain America. And so, like, they're not giving those guys many touches. Come on.
You know who's the real demon?
No more Geo.
Real demon is
real
Young
demon?
Money's first round pick.
The running back?
You're like first round.
I'm gonna get the 1-on-1 from Young Money.
All right, let's see.
You gonna get the 112. Might make like the 114. I might win back to back.
How'd you like that Diami Brown pick, Young Money?
Dude, I don't understand how these dudes are going so early. Like, I'm over here thinking about, okay, De'Ami Brown in the 14th, perfect. Dude getting snagged in like the 12th, 10th, 11th. I'm like, damn, this dude's like a number 3 receiver.
Going all rookie.
It's because I'm going all rookie. Exactly. Yeah. It's not that he's the best player on the board. It's that he's the best rookie on the board, in my opinion.
But even then, like, he's gonna be a number 3 receiver for like the next 3 years minimum.
I just wish I
unless
had
he gets traded or something.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I mean, Curtis Samuel. I mean, I think we all hope he's the guy, the number 2 there, but I think Diami Brown has the potential to slide into that role.
Everyone's saying Fitzpatrick and Curtis Samuel are hitting it off lovely right
the
now.
thing
early
about
in
the thing
camp.
about Samuel is nobody does the things that Curtis Samuel does on that offense.
He's
That's
going to be
why-
lined up in the backfield. I guarantee you that. He'll rush for like 150 yards this year.
Yeah, that's why I feel good about him because he's got a role on that offense that nobody else can fill.
And Scott Turner loves him.
Well, if something happens to Antonio Gibson, he might play running back for
Oh,
him.
for real?
Something already happened.
Yeah.
Now they like J.D. McKissick and Jared Patterson, and they got Lamar Miller. They got too many
I
running
forgot
backs.
to have Lamar Miller.
Lamar Miller, that changes
Yeah.
everything for
I
him.
know. I might have to take him next round.
Yeah.
Pray for an injury. Do that Chris philosophy.
Lamar Miller's getting cut.
Honestly, if you had me pick between Tevin Coleman and Lamar Miller, I don't know where I would go.
Tevin Coleman is a starter.
At least I know Tevin Coleman's going to be on the Jets roster this year. I don't think Lamar Miller is going to be on the football team's roster.
Lamar Miller
If
wasn't
they
even
don't
good
cut
in
him,
his prime.
if they don't cut him, that's just stupid. It should be
Chris,
Antonio
right?
Gibson, J.D. McKissick, and then
I
Jared
knew you were
Patterson.
going J.K. Dobbins there, Matt. You just lost the draft right there.
3 straight running backs? Oh, you're roasted.
man.
No receiver?
At the 3 spot too. I don't think we've seen that before.
Najee Harris at 210. I mean, I like him, but
Third.
not at 210.
I'll take him at 211 in Dynasty. But that's Dynasty.
Yeah,
I should have
Dynasty's
taken him
different.
at 2.5 in Dynasty instead of trading up for Akers.
What's up with this ADP? Mahomes at 17?
I don't know.
See, somebody just took Zach Moss. You got to roast him for that.
I mean,
Wait,
he's only
wait.
23.
Wait.
Wait,
He
come
took
on,
him
he learned
over
the
and
player.
Singletary too. Over the starter, he took Zach Moss.
Zach Moss is the starter. It's
It's like,
between.
yeah,
No, he's
Zach Moss
not.
could be the starter, honestly.
He won't.
I just don't. I've just been staying away. I've been looking at those.
Yeah,
guys,
I'm off
I
Bills
picked up
running
and
backs.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who the starter is.
Yeah.
Starter
He'll be like
Josh
8
Allen.
carries a game.
The running back's Josh Allen.
George Kittle is kind of a my guy, so I got to stay away.
I'm not going to say anything because I was thinking about taking Zach Moss last round. So
I don't think Zach Moss is a bad pick at all.
I think in the 14th round, I think you could do a lot worse.
Of
course.
No, Nick is okay. It was like
The thing is, he's only 23 years old.
Right.
So, and he was injured last year in his rookie season. We don't know what he can develop into.
He's low key been injured though for like the last 3 years, like going back to college. He had tore his ACL in college, like his senior or junior year too.
Unless the Bills change philosophies and become a running team, I'm off.
Oh, they're not gonna do that.
no, but Zach Moss could progress as a passer.
Well, if he doesn't, then he's in trouble.
Devin Singletary's a better pass catcher than him right now.
I said if.
And it's
God.
not like he's old. It's not like he's old.
Jordan, you're making it hard for me to not like your start. Tell you that right now.
I got my wide receiver 1.
You got a wide receiver 1. You got another top 15 one. Although I did see something where Amari Cooper something with his ankle, and he might be on the pup, which is a little nervous because
Yeah, but he's had ankle issues like last 3 years, and he's never missed regular season games because of it. So
He's kind of like Julio, where he's constantly got like an ankle,
Yeah.
and he always plays.
He's like my friend Josiah in high school. He'd pretend to have an injury just so he didn't have to go through Hell Week.
nice. Smart. That's smart.
Sorry, guys, I can't. Bad ankle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for sprints, Coach. I rolled my ankle.
Yeah. Just grab that hammy and start limping. I better
Well,
go
he
get checked out.
Well, he was our running back, and he ran like a 4.2 in high school. Like he was blazing quick.
Jeez.
And that's no exaggeration either. Like he probably had a chance to go D1 or make it to the league, but
Ongoing with Mixon and Swift at the end.
he just didn't have the mentality for it, as far as like not wanting to run sprints and not pushing himself.
Wasn't committed.
Yeah,
I know a lot of guys like that had all the talent in the world, just wasn't really. I mean, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and say I had all the talent in the world. I was decent, but I never had the commitment either.
You're not going to tell us you ran a 4.2 in high school?
Never. I was running like a 4.6, 4.7.
4.7.
If I was running a 4.2, I'd be in the league right now, no cap.
Were you a demon as well?
Straight D. I created the term. You know, Randy Moss made I mossed you. I created I'm a demon.
How tall are you, Money?
I'm about 6'4".
Oh, so
So
okay.
so if I was running 4.2,
You would be in
the
the as long as you
I hope
can
so.
as long as you can catch a little bit, you'd be.
I'd be drafting myself in these dynasty leagues.
No, because some team would be like 6'4", 4'2", can't run any routes, doesn't catch that great. That's okay.
Well,
Better
My
than
man
Tevin
be a
Coleman.
demon in JUCO.
I went to a JUCO and then COVID hit, and I thought that was just a sign for me to retire. I was like, you know what? This seems like divine intervention. Let me just go ahead and hang up the cleats.
Hey, Rob. I was actually gonna go Godwin, surprise some people.
Wow.
I know.
That's a shocker of the draft.
Trying to see. I mean, there hasn't really been any crazy picks.
I was gonna go Julio, but I didn't realize you
Maybe.
had him.
Except maybe Matt with his 3 RB start, but that's not crazy for Matt.
Honestly, the best thing for Godwin would have this be his last year in Tampa and then go somewhere else.
Yep.
But, I mean, he
That's
could have
the
done
most
that this year.
Well, they franchised him.
They franchised him.
He wants another ring.
Tagged
Oh,
him.
that's true.
Same thing with Allen Robinson. He might be up out of there after this year.
I feel so bad for Allen Robinson. He may go
If
his entire
Fields is
career.
that guy, he might stay though.
Yeah, but he's like if you look at who he's had to play with,
I know he's never had a
quarterback-wise,
decent quarterback.
he's never even had an average quarterback. Yeah, it's brutal.
Doesn't matter though. I mean, I'm sure he wants to play with a great quarterback, but he's so good that.
That's who
He had
I mean, but you don't want to be
1,200
playing with
yards
Blake
on here
Bortles.
with freaking Trubisky and Foles.
Yeah, his best quarterback of his career might be actually Blake Bortles. That's what's
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, but that's his choice. I mean, he signed with the Bears. They didn't make him sign. He knew who the quarterbacks were.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what Matt does here.
Man, y'all always do this to me. Never think of running back.
He's gonna go upside with Chase, 100%.
Marquise Brown.
All right, I have to make a trade later.
You might as well just trade down here.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, snipe.
Might as well go 0 wide receiver at this point.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's the.
Don't
I
do
don't know
it.
if that's the strat.
Don't do that.
Is this where we see Mahomes go?
Yep.
Yeah, who else?
Oh.
No,
I knew it.
Wow.
this man's wide receiver group is about to be so bad. It's not even funny.
about to look like Jeremy's in Dynasty.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey.
It could be
Mike
better than
Williams,
that. Come
number
on.
one.
I was like, you always take Mike Williams later. You'll be all right.
Facts. He said he's not taking Mike Williams, so you know he'll be there.
Yeah, you can't take Mike Williams. You can't take Russell Gage. Who else?
No
Marcus
Jarvis
Jones.
Landry.
Jarvis
No,
Landry.
trying to think who I take in the middle rounds. I'm gonna stay away from Hunt and Montgomery.
This dude's trying to claim Russell Gage like that's not my guy.
I know. He's trying to say Montgomery. Like, that hasn't been
I
my
know,
guy
right?
since the
That's
start.
what I'm saying. He's trying to steal every-
I'm staying away from the normal picks that I do every
He's
time.
trying to steal everybody, guy.
We'll see.
Just casual was like, oh yeah, Montgomery.
Hey, I was with you on the Montgomery thing, so I don't want to hear it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It could blow up in my face though. There is
Luckily, you'll get the-
possibility for
Luckily, you'll get most of the blowback, and I'll just kind of be.
that.
See that's the benefit of being like, oh, he's my guy, but it's actually somebody else's guy. They'll get all the, oh, Russell Gage is a bust, but that's
Oh,
still
but
your guy on the level.
I'm taking it to the mouth for Mike Williams, so
Oh yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
say,
If Mike Williams busts, I'm on your head.
Through 4 rounds, it's Ale and Jordan 1-2 right now. With Pierre 3, only because Pierre had to get T. Higgins, who I like T. Higgins, but I don't know how good T. Higgins is going to be with Chase.
Joe Burrow was
Yeah.
just saying he looks different today.
There's not a receiver I like better. I mean, I want Galladay.
No, I don't
Lockett.
hate the T. Higgins pick. But it's just, Ale's got Deontay Johnson and Jordan's got Chris Godwin. I'm just higher on those guys than
Yeah.
Higgins. Although you have Dalvin Cook, who I like more than their running back. So yeah, I mean, like you're third.
If Joe Mixon goes off this year, I might just quit fantasy, to be honest.
He's
I
gonna
might-
have to. They have no other running backs worth
Well,
playing.
you know he's going to because Bill hates him to death. So
He's going to because he's on my team, and my team is full of Davids.
And Zach Taylor's incompetent. Don't do it, L. Don't-
What do you think, fellas?
Don't do it to me.
You know, who you
don't do
wanna
it to
take.
him so I can do it to him.
You just said you
Hold
weren't going to take him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Jeremy, what?
Oh, from
This dude
Montgomery.
trying to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
flip-flop.
I'm taking another
Come
one.
on, come on,
Nah,
Jeremy.
you can take him if you want. Yeah, I'm just fine.
I don't know.
We don't want him. We don't want him anyway.
I like what they did at the end of the year. I know everyone's saying they were going up against bottom tier
They were. They were playing the
lines.
Jags.
Yeah,
But
they definitely were.
It's more so about what they did with the offensive line. I think they
Yeah, I
figured
do
some
like
things
Tevin
out.
Jenkins, but they lost Charles Leno though.
Yeah, I think,
Alright.
but I think they did some things by moving Whitehair. They started to figure some things out along that interior, which could help moving forward. I like the Devontae Smith pick actually. It's a good pick.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
who I thought you wanted. And then when you were like, you just said you weren't, I was like, oh, he thinks he's going running back.
I might get my guy. This dude's got 2 RBs in front of me.
I think
Okay,
Montgomery.
you never know.
I don't think
It-
that
it's
really
just gonna
matters.
depend on how many
Yeah,
touches
but
he
he's got
gets,
2
honestly.
RBs already.
If they give Montgomery, like if they do what they did at the end of the year last year, where they just give him all the work, then I see it. But if they,
Well, that's the
start
good
working-
thing with Montgomery. He was getting to work at the beginning of the season too. He just wasn't doing anything
He
with
was
it.
just
But
inefficient. Yeah.
he was top 10 in touches overall for running backs. So that's the good thing is that he's got no
Yes.
competition.
But Tariq Cohen went down.
I thought
early,
Tariq
and
Cohen was
all they
getting
had-
passing work. Yeah,
He was, but then he got hurt, and all they had was Ryan Nall and Cordell Patterson. Like, of course they're going to give it all to David Montgomery.
Yeah, but Cordell Patterson only got like a half reception less per game compared to Tyreek Cohen. So he was literally splitting the same workload. They didn't boost Montgomery's touches after Tariq Cohen went down. It stayed the same.
I'll have to look at that.
He
Yeah,
just,
I got to
I
see the
think
numbers.
Montgomery
on that.
got more receptions after
he
Tariq
just
Cohen.
played the worst defense, literally the worst defenses in the league down the stretch. I think that was the big thing. I still think he's going to be fine, but look, he's going
People
to the
that-
round. People aren't drafting him like at the RB4, so it's fine.
Yeah, like people that expect him to be what he was down the stretch, that's where I say he's not doing that. There's no way.
Yeah, no, I mean he's not going to finish as the top 4 running back.
Never. He probably he won't even be like top 15. He'll be like early 20s, like 21, 22.
It's like I could say his ceiling's probably a high RB2. I don't think he'll crack the top 10 or top 12.
Well,
But
I like him
I
better
don't
than
either.
Gaskin because Gaskin's going to have to split time with Malcolm Brown and maybe Ahmed. You know what I mean? I think Montgomery gets more touches than Gaskin.
I think Montgomery gets more touches, but I don't think Gaskin's going to split time. I think Malcolm Brown might vulture some goal line work, but I don't think Ahmed's going to be.
But
That
I
was
think
really-
Montgomery
that was
gets
really
more
the
touchdowns than
That wasn't
Gaskin.
really the Dolphins' MO was to split guys.
What about
Now we got a
Jared
new
Goff?
OC.
Different
Got a new
coordinator.
OC.
Well,
I was
that's
just about
true.
to say we also don't know what Jared Dokes is going to look like.
He a demon.
Now, that's your guy. That's your guy.
He's
That's
going to look great on the practice squad.
that's
ain't
my
no
round
demon,
20 demon.
Don't
He's like
disrespect
230
the demon
pounds. He runs
moniker.
fast.
He can
Don't
catch the
disrespect
ball
the
one
demon
handed.
moniker like that.
His only problem is he runs upright. If he can learn to lower his pad level, he actually could be a solid 3-down guy in the NFL.
Yeah, but
He was a 7th round pick for a reason. That's all I got to say.
yeah,
So was
that's-
Gaskin.
I know,
Exactly.
but what did it take for Gaskin to get on?
Yeah,
the
he was forced into a role. It's not like he won it.
That's the thing. Dokes could be forced into a role, but I don't think he's going to start the season on anything but the practice squad, to be honest. But I mean, look, you're talking about a guy like Gaskin. He's not a big guy. Ahmed's not a big guy. Malcolm Brown's not really like a guy you want to.
Malcolm Brown's pretty big.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown is a little bit.
He's big, but he's not a
He's
guy.
bigger.
You want to be like,
bigger.
Yeah.
but he's not a guy you want to be like.
A 3-down guy. Nah.
I mean, he's just not dynamic, right? He's not dynamic in any way.
He's
So,
a one-trick pony. He's a sledgehammer. He's a LeGarrette Blunt.
yeah. So I see a path for Dokes, but I don't think he's gonna like win the job. Right? I think he's gonna need help.
I just think
Kinda
those other 3 guys fulfill what you need in running backs. Like you got your goal line, short yards guy, Malcolm Brown. You got your little change of pace guys, pass catchers. Like what else do you need? Why do you even
No,
need
that's,
Jared
that's
Dokes?
why I said he's going to start the season on the practice squad, and going to probably need injury.
Same thing that was where Savon Ahmed was. He was on the practice squad all year until they called him up. due to
Exactly.
injury.
Exactly. I love that Javonte Williams pick when our video drops Thursday, you'll know why.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, these were two
I
guys
did.
that I'm in love with, so I haven't drafted a team with both of them in a long time.
I got Javante on my dynasty, so I like to hear that.
I saw that he could be the starter from week 1. So I
I've
report
heard
about that like yesterday.
That
Melvin
news
Gordon-
broke right after I took Melvin Gordon. I was like, yeah, awesome.
I don't
There's
think he'll be
reports
the
that Melvin
starter.
Gordon's
I don't think
knees
he'll be
are
the
just
starter week
washed.
1, but I think it shows that he's going to be the starter sooner rather than
But
later.
he has the skill
Yeah.
set too, so there's no question about that.
But that didn't come from a coach. That came from a beat writer,
I
you
know.
know. So
I mean, but they
I wouldn't
watch
put-
all the practices and mini camps and stuff.
I know, but dude, there's
Mm.
so much. Like I saw a
They
tweet
like
that
to-
I thought was
They want
really
to sell all papers, right?
They probably talk to the coaches.
If
I
the
mean, they
beat
obviously
writer
don't know.
knew NFL talent that well, he'd be a scout somewhere.
That's like all the beat writers were saying. I think I talked about this last week. Like, oh yeah, it's going to be a QB competition in Philadelphia, and then Miles Sanders in an interview said, "Oh no, we've known it's going to be Jalen Hurts the whole time."
Although you guys remember when Melvin Gordon initially went to Denver, everyone was like, okay, so he's going to be the workhorse. And then you get all these reports coming out that he looks awful in camp. Philip Lindsay is getting like a good portion of work. And then the season comes around and they're splitting it basically 50-50 until Philip Lindsay gets
Philip
hurt.
Lindsay got hurt in the very first game.
No, he got hurt.
Was out.
Melvin Gordon did.
He got
look
hurt,
really
but
bad.
they were
Melvin Gordon did look really bad at the start of the last season. I don't know if it was like the change, if he's just breaking down as a running back, if he's just getting to that point. He looked better in the second half. He looked like he was running harder and better, but he did look really bad in the start of the season last year. He looked really bad. I mean, look, I saw a good tweet today where the guy was like, look, you can't just say like all beat writer stuff is crap, but you can't also just believe every beat writer thing that comes out. You have to be able to like decide, like, does that actually matter or does it not matter? So like when they say Javonte Williams has a chance to start week 1, to me, that doesn't like be like, oh my God, he's going to start week 1. But that does signal to me like, hey, they obviously like what they see, and chances are this guy could be starting sooner than we even think. You know,
And that's the thing with beat writers too, is like that's their job to get clicks and get people talking.
exactly.
But they
They hating
also
on my
know more
guy
than we
Mims,
do.
man. They hating on Denzel Mims, bro.
Dude, Denzel Mims, I am 100% out on Denzel
yeah,
Mims.
that man is so
Come on, man.
off my radar.
Corey Davis allegedly, so apparently today Corey Davis practicing with the ones, and they're like, okay, you're done. And Denzel
Wait, who
Mims,
just-
they
hold on,
moved
who just took
Elijah
Kadarius
Moore to the
Toney?
outside.
That was
What's his name into the
Oh,
slot,
no.
and Denzel Mims was still not running with the ones. I'm like, oh my God, like no.
I just got
Got
sniped
a
so
hamstring
bad
pull, bro.
no.
Got sniped with Kadarius Toney.
with Kadarius Toney.
Yeah,
Young Money and I have been talking about him all day. That's my boy.
I don't understand that one.
Young, I kind
I
of,
hope
took
you're
it for real?
joking. I actually hope you're joking.
I'm not.
Who
I
took
love Kadarius Toney, man.
Stop. Stop the cap. Take that hat off.
Oh man.
Shoot, I'm on both clocks. Well, luckily one's 8 hours and the other.
I would worry about this one first.
Going back to that starter thing though, you guys were just talking about, like, what do they mean by starter? Is that like who gets the first touch of a game?
It's who's out there for the first snap. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
Starter,
it means nothing. Like if it's like a 51-49 like snap
Yeah.
share, that's like, yeah.
but I think I do really worry that, like, because I was drafting a lot of Melvin Gordon early in the offseason. And I wasn't like super excited about Javonte Williams at first when he went to Denver, because I'm like, oh man, he's gonna have to beat it. But now as things go on, I'm starting to feel more like he's gonna take over that job sooner than later. Like that doesn't mean Melvin Gordon's not gonna get any touches, but I think we could see more of like a 60-40, 70-30 by that.
We have to remember too, Javonte Williams is a guy that I think we both had a top 3 running back out of the rookies in this class. And like a lot of people have him as number 1 running back as far as a rookie. Some people think he might be as good or better than Najee. So, you know, we were backing off him because of the situation. So if he's looking better than Gordon, or if they're not committed to Gordon, yeah, why not? You take him. I wouldn't take him ahead of Najee, but still, you got to move him up a little bit.
Like, in my eyes, when I had Javonte Williams number 1 over Najee, I mean, it was a close one too. But like what I really took into account was Javonte Williams was running behind a line in UNC where I don't think any of those guys got drafted. The offensive line that Najee was running behind, like literally every single guy went in like the first through third rounds.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
when the
they're
Raiders
all,
are reaching
they're all
on Alex
NFL
Leatherwood,
talents.
well, the Raiders are out here reaching for Alex Leatherwood, making him look better than he actually is.
Yeah, he still would have been like a second rounder though, probably.
Yeah, he had a second round grade.
Najee did look good last year. He did.
No,
You gotta give him
Najee's
his credit.
great.
He
Like,
looked good.
Well, of course.
Najee's great. Najee's great.
ACC defenses are trash though. So
That's so true.
Honestly, all the defenses in college are not what the
That's
SEC defenses
that's
are not good anymore.
The thing though, and I do talk about it in the video on Thursday, is that the reason why. I mean, I think Najee is going to have a fine season, but the thing is, you got to, in most leagues, you're going to have to draft Najee like early second round. And that's probably what you're going to get from Najee is early second round. Whereas Javonte Williams, like a lot of times falls to the 5th, 6th round, and he could potentially give you like second round value. So
That's true. Yeah.
that's the big difference.
Stinger, you on? Stinger went on auto. I don't know if he's dropped or what.
I don't know, but he picked
Auto to
Mooney.
Mooney.
He picked Mooney, so he either picked him or he has his queue set up.
My
Well, I know
computer
he's
was
good with Mooney.
bugging. That's what it says.
Yeah, he says that. Yeah. His computer's bugged. And
Oh, there you go.
Mooney
Get
in
back
the
on.
7th. Holy,
Russell Gage is now a 7th round pick.
holy
wasn't me.
moly!
Let's be real though.
And Brandon Cooks is an 8th.
Ramondre Stevenson looked like Usain Bolt in the Big 12 last year. I mean,
I
it's,
cannot believe, other than Kyle Pitts, I think Stinger's team is awesome.
Yeah, he's been improving. That's good.
Why, other than Kyle Pitts? You just think it's a little early?
Yeah, I just think like I get the fascination with Kyle Pitts and all that. I think just me personally, I'd rather just wait and get like a guy like Hawkinson.
Good pick.
Russell Gage is going to outperform Kyle Pitts.
Good pick, Jordan. I can believe you fell
Sure.
to
Yeah,
8-5
Tyler Boyd that late is ridiculous.
over Brandon Cooks.
See, that's why I don't like the Higgins pick that early. I usually don't because you get Boyd. I don't think there's going to be a big difference between them. So
Yeah,
that's why. But it's like no man's land for wide receivers
yeah. In our leagues, in our drafts.
in our drafts.
I'm actually not sure Brandon Cooks is the one in Houston this year.
Who else would it be? Kiki Kuti?
No, I think it's
Nico
Nico Collins.
Collins.
Randall Cobb.
I think it's Nico Collins. I do.
Well, this is coming from a guy who's drafted like 20 straight rookies in our
Maybe
team.
it's because I drafted. Maybe it's because I drafted him on my team. But
Yeah,
It might not matter who the number one is if the quarterback is going to be Davis Mills or Tyrod Taylor. They're going to be putting up 12 points a game.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
they're no wide receiver 1. They're all wide receiver 4s.
sure.
That's the thing.
Hence why one of them's on my team.
Where'd I go here? I mean, if Deshaun plays, then Brandon Cooks has great upside, but I don't see Deshaun playing in Houston this year.
No,
No, me neither.
I could see him playing, but not in Houston.
Yeah.
Up here, I don't know if you saw, I missed all the MJ LeBron talk, but
Oh my gosh, let's not.
I was
Yeah.
giving you props for that Kellen Mond pick. I was hoping he'd fall back to me on that next turn. I like that pick a lot.
I didn't see, because I was just driving back, so I didn't get to see a lot of the chat. I just kind of I see some of the comments, but I don't get to jump in there all the time. But
Yeah,
I was telling Chris, I had Mon, my eye on Mon because I had Cousins at first. So I was like, okay, I got to back him up with Mon later. I'm going to pick. And then I was like, okay, well, I still like Mon, for a dynasty. And then all of a sudden, everybody started talking about him. I saw his name pop up, and I was like, "What the hell? Why are people talking about Kellen Mond?" And then Jordan Love went, and all these rookies. So I was like, "Okay, I just got to get him now." I didn't plan on taking him that early, though.
Yeah, so I was hoping Kirk Cousins was going to fall to me so I could have the stack with Justin Jefferson. That didn't pan out.
Oh, Jeremy, Mike Williams, 9-1.
Oh, it's me again.
Nice.
Oh, Nick took Kadarius Toney.
You didn't.
You
You're
didn't
like
miss
10
that?
minutes late. Yeah, you're like 10 minutes late.
Well, I'm on the YouTube. Got the YouTube live. I gotta that's more important.
Oh no, that's what we were joking about though when I said I got sniped with Kadarius Toney. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy, you took Christian Kirk.
Yeah, man. What do you mean? I took
Christian
You
Kirk.
mean the dude was going to average?
They're number 4.
Didn't they just
I think
replace him?
that was-
Didn't they just replace him in the draft this year?
Rondell
No.
Moore's the new Christian Kirk.
Yeah,
Well, they're a
I'm
spread
done with
offense team.
And AJ
So-
Green is there. I don't think he's got anything left in the tank, but he might get some targets.
Yeah.
AJ Green will be the distraction.
unless they plan on starting like 6 wideouts, I don't see
That's what
Christian.
I'm saying. They're a spread offense anyways. So they're gonna run 4 wideout sets where you'll
I know,
have
but
Kirk,
what is like what is
Moore.
What is Kirk gonna play? Like left
what is
guard or
Kirk
something?
done?
That's the
What
only
is
way
Kirk
to get
done?
No, he'll be a
Tight
slot
end,
guy.
he might as well play tight end.
They run the ball a lot more than people think too.
They do.
Just because they have that air
They
raid
were
offense,
fourth in rushing
they're not
attempts last
pass
year.
crazy team actually.
They're not.
Fourth
They
in
spread-
rushing
they
attempts
spread
last
it.
year.
They spread it, but then they run out of the spread a lot.
Some of that's Kyler just taking off just for fun though. So annoying.
No, Kenyon Drake was like 8th in
Kenyon Drake
carries
got a
last year.
ton of
Well, yeah,
carries.
I'm saying as a team, the Cardinals were fourth, but some of that's Kyler.
Sure, but I mean, even still, when your running back who missed a game is like 8th or whatever in the league in attempts, you're a run heavy team, anyways.
Dude,
I think they just run a lot of
J.K.
plays.
Dobbins isn't going to be 8th in attempts this year. That's for sure.
No,
We just
no.
had to bring up
Yes,
J.K.
he will.
Had to slander.
he
No.
will.
I gotta do it like once per draft. I have to do it.
J.K. Dobbins going to get 100% of the catches.
Thank you.
The
No,
catches.
like even Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara don't get 100% of the catches, and they're way better pass catchers than J.K. Dobbins.
One team, I was surprised Arizona didn't take another running back though in the draft. I thought they could have used one.
Well, they had already signed James
Yeah,
Conner.
that's their MO. James Conner, like last year was Kenyon Drake. This year's that's why I don't understand why everybody's so crazy about Chase Edmonds. Like, I mean, he's fine, but people are like, I'm not worried about James Conner. Chase Edmonds is going to be like a 3-down back. I'm like, if he was a 3-down back, they wouldn't be signing these vets.
Do you
He's
want
like
either of them? though, Rick?
5'8", and he wasn't he like
Yeah.
a 7th round pick or 6th round pick too?
People are ridiculous.
All right,
I mean,
Chris,
I
are
think
you
James
guys gonna
Conner's
keep
about
hitting
it.
me
That's
for
just
every
me.
pick I make?
You
I'm,
didn't pick Chase
I'm about to
Edmonds.
win the draft with this pick right here, Chris. You ready? This is for you.
Show me it. I got a
Yeah,
guy.
Alright,
here.
alright.
Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
that's actually amazing to get him that late. That's pretty amazing.
We're still drafting Marquise Brown in the 9th.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand who took Marquise Brown in our dynasty league.
I don't
Found
think, did somebody take him?
I think he's still on the board, no?
No.
No,
I
somebody
took
took him.
Let's see.
I took him in the 11-2.
I mean, I get it in a dynasty because
Are you
he could
hoping
be
he's
shipped out
leaving,
after
though?
this year.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you
Hey,
hoping he's
Henry
leaving? Because I don't
Ruggs
see
went
him.
right before him, so come on.
Well, I mean,
you
I'll take
gotta-
Henry Ruggs over Marquise Brown.
Yeah,
I
Henry
would
Ruggs could explode
Dude, it's literally the same
with
archetype.
Aguilar gone.
Not even close.
Well, the difference is Marquise Brown's had 2 years now, and the Ravens felt so good about him that they signed Sammy Watkins and drafted.
And drafted 2 receivers.
Yeah,
I'm not
but you see
saying-
how
I'm not
many
saying
points he
Henry
was
Ruggs-
putting
I'm not
up.
saying Henry Ruggs
in the
is gonna
final
be
5
anything,
weeks.
but at least they haven't given up on Henry Ruggs yet. I feel like
If you want to wait,
Ravens have given up on
if you want to wait 12 weeks for Marquise Brown to be good, go right ahead.
I mean, dude, he was averaging like so many points in the final 5 games.
He was
I mean,
scoring
if you wanna
touchdowns.
wait
That's what
12
he was
weeks.
doing. He was scoring a touchdown almost every game down the stretch.
I think
And
it's
some
going
of
to
that
go
was
up.
Tracy McSorley, honestly.
I think that offense is going to be throwing touchdowns like crazy.
Well, you better not when you're drafting J.K. Dobbins in the 3rd round. No, I mean
Hey,
for real.
Pierre drafted Dobbins in the 3rd round in Dynasty. Back me up here. Come on.
Hey, I'm
Can't
a
have the best of both
Dobbins fan. I'm not gonna say he's gonna get 100% of the catches, but we know Gus the Bus isn't catching passes. So hey, it's
Neither is J.K. Dobbins, though.
It doesn't like 60% of 50 is what? Who's a math teacher here? What's 60% of 50?
30.
30.
Okay, so that's like a ceiling.
It's not 30. I just said that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, no, you're both wrong, but all right.
Well, whatever it is, that's
60%.
It is
his
30.
ceiling. That's
It
like
is
his
30.
ceiling. That's his ceiling in reception.
Yeah, it's 30.
Oh, damn.
See, Stinger knows. Stinger's young. He takes math classes. He knows.
Yeah, I just finished 7th grade.
Like this is like my ideal team. This is the first team where I got like every single one of my guys.
That's because Jeremy didn't take any of them.
Aaron Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Montgomery, Javante Williams, Tyler Boyd, and Logan Thomas.
Will Fuller,
I don't like Wolf.
Oh, shoot. I'm on the clock.
you got 10 seconds, buddy.
You're used to having all day to pick.
This.
Look.
Whew. Don't even care.
And you're still on the clock on the other one too.
Who do I like? What's the team do I like better?
No, he took Christian Kirk.
I think I like Jordan's team a little better than Ailes right now.
Yeah, Jordan's team looking good. Better than mine for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't say for sure. I just think right there in the middle when you went Dak, I think Dak's okay. I don't know. I think I would have just waited on tight end, but whatever.
My team is full of goons.
You're not
Demons,
even.
goons.
Whatever you want to call them. Demons, goons. I call them champions.
About to draft a beast right
Scrubs. Throw that in there too.
now.
Hey,
Guess my
if you wanna-
Brisket.
Hey, brisket eaters, whatever you want to call them.
That brisket burnt.
Yeah, that brisket's
Dry
hard.
ass brisket.
Yikes.
Who said that?
Never,
No seasoning on that brisket whatsoever.
never. Stop. I'm
Dry
black.
as
You know how to
hell.
Black
season.
and Cheek said no dry ass brisket.
The thing dry as hell.
I'm black. If anything, it'll be over seasoned.
That's a dolo on his brisket.
All I gotta say is he who laughs last, laughs best. So when I'm laughing in championship week and you guys are crying, I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna be laughing when I got a top 5 pick. I'm about to draft.
It's
Best
not
wide
gonna be for
receiver.
me. It's
And a
not gonna
damn-
be for me. I could tell you that. You might want to get Jeremy's pick.
Oh, man, I can't wait until I win this thing. This whole thing. But look,
Jeremy, I'm waiting for my hot take, bro.
Please.
Ever
That was a hot take right there. Saying he's gonna win the championship. That's the hottest take I ever heard.
that's y'all. I got.
I'm hoping I meet Chris in the championship, honestly. That would be ideal.
Like, remember sniping Mike Davis from me?
Not even that, just all the slander on my name. This dude's been on my head.
Coleman
I
dropped
didn't even
30.
slander you. I don't even understand. Like, what the?
This dude's over here saying Tevin Coleman's not a demon, but he's preying on dude's downfall. So Daryl Henderson could be decent.
Well, that isn't that what an actual demon does? Prey on people's downfalls.
He got
No,
you
they
there.
just they make
Mm.
their own path. A real demon makes his own path.
A real demon. I think
A trailblazer.
I think a real demon needs a weak person to take over. I don't think a real demon can. But you look
Well,
at
I don't
that
know what
Jets
demons
backfield,
you
there
know.
there might be some weak people in that Jets backfield. We don't know. So
I don't know what kind of demons you know, but the demons I know just say, I don't care. It's my job.
I don't know any demons. Thankfully,
I was like, I'm perfectly comfortable not knowing
yeah, I don't know any.
demons.
I don't know any demons. I'd like to keep it that way.
Everybody
need
got
Jesus.
some demons. Everybody got some demons.
Like Zamora, that's a good pick, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Jay Prowl, that's the first pick of yours I don't like.
In the 11th, though,
Yeah, in the
Shooting-
11th,
shooting
I'm
for
good with
upside.
that. I like that in the 11th, honestly.
I don't know whether to take Ryan Tannehill or Aaron
I
Rodgers.
probably could have went another running back there and took like Demarcus Robinson in the 12th.
I mean,
or
don't
Henry Ruggs might fall.
Yeah, what's the difference between Henry Ruggs and Demarcus Robinson other than the quarterback, which is a big difference?
one
Yeah,
has
it's
a
like,
chance
it's like
to
you
be
have
good.
one tied to Patrick Mahomes.
That's what I'm saying. Like Henry Ruggs is not going to be like a 100 target guy.
I was about to say, you're getting a number 3 receiver regardless.
Blame me is.
Somebody's gonna have to fill that Nelson Aguilar role, though. I mean, somebody's gonna have
John
to.
Brown.
I can see
John
Brian
Brown.
Edwards doing it or John Brown or a combination of those, not Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, it's not Ruggs.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs is the field stretcher. He's the barn burner.
That's what
I
Nelson
feel like
Aguilar
the
was.
ball-
He's just a deep
I feel
guy.
like I feel like the problem with those guys in season long is you never feel good starting them, but you can never get rid of them.
He's like
Yeah,
another
I mean-
McCall Hardman, right? It's like I'm done with those guys. Like Christian Kirk too. It's like you expect that they're going to break out and have all these monster games, and they don't.
I'm not expecting Kirk to break out. I just need 8 points from him.
Now I was
in
talking
a
about 2 years
fight.
ago.
There's way more guys. I don't even know if you get 8
This
points.
dude got
Kirk a
so
lot.
defensive.
I'm not talking about your pick. I'm just
Yeah,
talking about
he
him.
did
I'm
not
talking about
say
2 years
he did
ago.
not say your name, Jeremy. This dude got so defensive, so good.
I mean,
I do think we should give Ruggs one more year, though. Like before we
Yeah,
just
he was a rookie.
Nope.
He had COVID. He was hurt.
he was hurt like all last year. All last year he was hurt. Yeah.
John Ross oh. 2.0.
I didn't like Ruggs.
John
like,
Ross.
I
There
felt
you
like
go.
Ruggs needed to go to a place where he could just run those deep routes and everybody else could hog up all the targets. That's how I've always felt about Henry Ruggs. I never felt like he was a team's number 1 receiver. I was shocked when the Raiders took him. I was like,
I wasn't.
Yeah, there was no chance he should have been the first wide receiver taken.
no.
I mean, he's good for NFL teams, just like, you know.
I mean,
He's gonna
over
open up
Justin
targets for everyone.
Jefferson, over CD Lamb, over Jerry Judy.
NFL teams just like those fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't mean to cuss.
That's all right. That's why I'm saying if Young Money could run a 4.2, he'd be in the NFL because they'd be like, wow,
Easily.
6'4", 4.2, you're drafted. I don't care if you
Okay,
you can't run any
I might
routes,
not.
you can't catch the ball. Who cares?
I might not actually be 6'4". That was my football height, so I might actually be like 6'2.5".
Yeah, it's more so about the measurables. They'll be like, oh, we can teach them to do this. We can
Exactly.
teach them to do that.
Yeah,
Like DK Metcalf wasn't a great route runner. He still really isn't, but he's a freak.
yeah, he's just a freak. He's gotten better. His route running's gotten better, but he's never going to be like
He'll never be a technician, a Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper type guy. He's just too big,
yeah, he's too big, but it doesn't matter.
too muscular.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't need as much separation. He just out muscle guys.
Not only that, you can't press him because come on, you can't press that guy.
He'll
And
just
then
throw you
He'll just throw you, and if
run right by you.
exactly, and if that's the thing. So you have to give him cushion. So even if his like route running isn't perfect, it doesn't matter because he always has cushion from the DB because.
All right, that one flew by.
Yeah, that was a
There
quick
we
draft.
go. There we go.
All right, Chris, you doing it?
Sure. Can you just scroll up a little? I can't see although I can kind of see our picture. Just scroll up just a little bit if you can. Can you? Or no?
Can you hide people's names?
Or maybe I can. Let me see. Oh, there we go. I got
can't.
it. I got
Well,
it.
I got it full screen.
All right. I'll just start from the left with Marquise, who's been getting better. Definitely been getting better. I love the first three. Maybe Evans maybe a little high, but I mean, I only pick a couple guys over him, so whatever. If he likes Evans, that's cool. Sanders, Waddle. The middles where I'm kind of like, I mean, obviously Kyler Murray, that's nice, and I love Fant. I just look at I'm not even an RB2 guy, but those RB2s are scary. And even his wide receiver 3 and flex going to be a little scary week to week.
Who is his flex?
It's going to be some combination of
It's Mike Williams.
And Drake, Mike Williams.
Oh shit!
yeah, it's going to be scary.
Yeah.
Jeremy's one. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, Mike Williams is flex. That's not bad.
I gotta give that like a 6.5. I'm sorry. I think the start was great. I just think in the middle there, kind of lost it a little bit there in the middle. I think he's gonna struggle. Like his flex is certainly gonna struggle, and even his wide receiver 3, Jalen Waddle. I like Jalen Waddle, but I think he's gonna have a lot of up and down weeks. So yeah, that's tough. All right, Pierre. It's a good draft, but it's not your best. It's not your best, but it's still good. Usually you draft really well. So,
I hope so.
No more trades in Dynasty for you two.
Shots fired.
I like the first 5. I mean, I guess James Robinson's okay. The problem is now you got I like Antonio Brown. I like Jalen Edwards, Jalen Reagor. I like Brian Edwards, but one of those guys is probably going to be your flex. That's going to be a little iffy. Or you're going to have to hope J-Rob beats out Etienne or Alvin Kamara gets hurt and Latavius Murray starts.
Praying on dude's downfall again.
Yeah, that's how you win in this game. Trevor Lawrence in the last round is good. 7.5. Matt. Why you do this to me, Matt?
Take it easy on me.
Okay, I will say this. I'm not a fan of the 3 running back quarterback start, but if you're going to do the 3 running back quarterback start, I like that you attacked pass catchers the rest of the draft and just said, hopefully I can find because you're banking on Dobbins as your flex because for this team to have a chance, Dobbins has to be your flex every week, right?
Oh, he's demon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a demon. So you're just looking at you're trying to find 3 of Judy, Chenault, Samuel, Bateman, Pittman, Mims, and Hardman. I like those first 3. I like Pittman. I like Gesicki in 11th. I think based on, I would never draft this way, but I think based on drafting this way, I think you did the best you could. So I'm going to also give you a 7.5.
Sweet. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
That's a non-demon score, just for the record.
All right, Valdesi, Henry, AJ Brown, Darren Waller, Jamar Chase. Man, I love those first 4 picks are good. I don't know about those next 2. I just feel like I mean, Galladay, I guess I could see the potential of Galladay. To me, Beckham at this point, I just don't see how Beckham's he's just like okay to me. He's just like
Kenny G's so polarizing for me. He's like the Joe Mixon of receivers.
Yeah, me too. So I'm not like totally against that pick. If you like him, that's fair. But to me, Odell Beckham just is what he is. He's in a low volume passing attack with a decent quarterback. He's never going to be like the Odell Beckham. He's just going to be like a 15-point guy, 13 to 15-point guy, which isn't bad. Lamar in seventh.
RB2
that's great value. I like what you did there with your RB2s. That's my strategy right there. Just grab a bunch of them, hope one hits. Paris Campbell in the last is pretty good.
Which one of those RB2s is going to hit though?
Well, that's the
That's
thing.
Edwards.
Michael Carter
Michael Carter, you're going to I thought you were on Tevin Coleman.
as a
Here's
first
the
and second
thing.
down guy for the first couple
When
games.
you wait that long, like I probably would have grabbed another RB in the 12th, although I do like Paris Campbell in the 12th. But when you're waiting that long on your RB2, you're just drafting guys who can give you some points every week and to have potential to hit. That's why I would like to see him have more upside as a wide receiver position, because he's not going to get any upside from his RB2, that's for sure.
I think his RB2 will probably be Ronald Jones for the first few weeks until Michael Carter either hits.
Yeah, but even on Ronald Jones, I mean, with Fournette and Gio now, his upside's kind of capped. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna give that one a 7. All right, Ale. I know your start was great. I think the first 7 picks are totally good. I like Davis. I think the only thing, honestly looking at this team, I think the only thing I would change is, even though I do like Aguilar, I just don't think your team needed Nelson Aguilar. I think your team needed a little more running back depth. Like you got Ridley, Robinson, Johnson, Chark, Davis. Like I feel like you're okay at wide receiver. Like you're going to be fine there. And I'm glad to see you took Darrell Henderson. That was good. I love that.
Yeah, I knew you were grading. I knew you were
Of
grading tonight,
course.
so I knew.
But overall, no, this is a very, very solid team. That's a solid 8 right there. That's good. Very good team. All right, Jeremy. Got my boy Zeke. Got my boy Jefferson. Julio Moore-Smith. I like those wide receivers. Yeah, it's fine. Josh Allen's great, of course. You went with the 49ers stack. You went with I see now Edmonds in the 9th, I think is good. That's where I like Chase Edmonds. That's where I think he should go. That's more his value to me. Gallup, Moore, Cook. He got your boy Jordan in the last round, Jared Cook.
Yeah, if I didn't take Logan Thomas, I knew he picked twice before me, so
I couldn't go Logan Thomas.
So again, your RB2 is going to be potentially very iffy.
Mostert's already hurt,
but he's got Sermon. But still, I mean, you're talking about very thin at your RB2. Even by my standards, you're very thin at RB2.
Can we, if we're gonna say one person's injury prone, can we just admit Raheem Mostert is injury prone?
No, he's injured. Yeah. He's always hurt.
You can't just say Raheem Mostert. You'd have to say the entire 49ers backfield.
But you got to also think Raheem Mostert's a 30-year-old special teamer who has been forced to play running back in the NFL.
Yeah, that man has maxed out his potential like 100%.
Sure.
But he's so explosive. It's crazy.
I think I would have liked your team just a little more if you had taken another running back over Gallup. I just don't think.
It's my RB2 though. If you're gonna ding me for my RB2, go ahead.
No, I'm not dinging you for your RB2. You know me. I never
have. Be having Gus Edwards as RB2.
I would have just liked you to have like one more shot at an RB2. I don't feel like you needed. Like I feel like Jefferson, Jones, Moore, Smith, and the other Moore are enough upside at wide receiver that you could have just given yourself another chance at running back. It's not a big deal. You can always play the waiver. I think that's still a very good team. That's a 7-5 for sure.
Yeah, you could have got Jamal Williams or Gus Edwards to play like that RB2 role too.
Just give yourself a little more options at that art. Like when you wait that long on your RB2, like my feeling when I wait that long on my RB2, which I'm okay with, is let me just give myself a lot of chances here and hope one of these guys hit at some point. Because if one of those, like if Trey,
Chris?
What's that?
I said, do they ever hit for you though?
Sometimes they hit off the waiver wire, but
yeah,
maybe you get a guy for weeks 1 through 4, and then he gets hurt. Your second guy comes in week 5 to 7.
You just play rotating chairs. It's fine. All right, CCM CP. Taylor Gibson. I mean, I guess if you're gonna go running back, that's pretty good. Kittle, Thielen, Ayuk. Okay, so
Oh boy.
Rough.
no, I actually I don't mind that start. I just don't know. Again, like I don't know if Jacobs is the pick here. Not that there's anything wrong with Jacobs at 6'6", but you're way behind on wide receivers in a 3 wide receiver league. Right? And you've already got like 2 potentially stud running backs. You don't really need Josh Jacobs at this point. I think I would like, let's see, maybe like Chark, Chenault, somebody like that there. But Jacobs at 6'6" is good value. Juju, see now you got Juju and Marquise Brown rounding out your wide receivers, and that's scary. Brady, Dylan, Tunney, McKissick.
Yeah, I feel like him and Valdez should have switched to Jacobs and the Beckham picks, right? It would have made more sense for both squads.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. If they would like they work out a trade like Beckham for Jacobs.
In season, yep.
That would be good. But still overall solid. His running backs can carry him. He's got George Kittle. Gonna give that one a 7. Jordan, I already know. Those last 2 picks, I think you did it just to irritate me, but other than that, every pick I thought was good. On yours, I can't really find any fault. That's a 9 for sure.
Well, that's a demon score.
That's a definite team. I mean, look at that team. He's got
That is a good team. Yeah, that's a good.
really good.
Oh yeah, I agree.
The
He's
demon
probably
score would
my
be
favorite team.
6.66.
Yeah, true.
Nah.
Three potentially really good running backs, 4 really good wide receivers, maybe even 5. I'm kind of coming around on Will Fuller in Miami. I'm kind of feeling like he might be the number 1 guy there.
4 potential good running backs.
With Tony Powell, stop it, Cheeks. Stop it, Austin.
You took Darrell Henderson in the fantasy, in the dynasty draft. You can't talk on this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Powell's already gone though.
Eckler, Metcalf, Lamb, Edwards, Claypool. Ooh, I like that start a lot, actually. I didn't see him. I was sleeping on him. Herbert, Connor. Oh, man. I like this team. That's a good team. Am I crazy? That's like an 8-5 to me.
Yeah, I think that's a good team. I think that's the second best team so far.
Yeah. Wow. Sleeping on Brad. Look at that team. Metcalf, Lamb. Then he pivoted to Edwards, but he's still got Claypool and Lockett as your flex.
Oh, you love Lockett as a flex.
Well, I think he's like a great flex because he gives you that like boom potential in your flex. So if the rest of your team has a nice high floor, he gives you that like weak winning upside. But then he's got Connor as a potential like, fill in running back. He's got Parker and Hilton for some wide receiver depth. Gronk at tight end, Herbert at QB. That's a good team.
Edwards-Helaire in the 4th is such a steal in my opinion. Like
that's a steal. I mean, he can't. There's like no way he can bust at that point unless he gets hurt.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
There's no way.
Yeah. Like I like the value of that over like a Najee Harris at the 210 or Gibson at a 2.6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think getting him like in the 4th compared to that is just ridiculous.
That's a great draft. 8-5, just slightly behind Jordan. I only work in halves, so there's no like 8-9. I'm not gonna get crazy here. Stinger, you didn't hear me, Stinger, because I think you were off. I don't know if you're still on here, Stinger, but I was saying this is one of your best drafts for sure. Not a fan of Kyle Pitts, but okay, whatever. You like Kyle Pitts, I'm okay with that. But
I was mad because my computer was bugging out and auto picked Mooney because he was in my
Whoa,
queue.
whoa.
You're mad because it auto picked Mooney?
But I was planning on
hold up.
taking him in the 8th and a running back in the 7th.
Hold up, Stinger. We don't use the word bugging around here. We use tweaking.
tweaking. Chubb, Diggs, Cup, Pitts again. You like Pitts, that's fine. Hunt, that's great. Samuel, I love Samuel. Mooney, that's great. I mean, I think those first 7 picks are really good. You backed it up with Fournette and Harris. Those guys are fine. Nothing special, but they're fine. Marvin Jones, Tannehill in the 10th or the 11th. That's really good. I love Sanders. I'm surprised you didn't take that. I was surprised you didn't take Sanders over Ruggs, honestly, Jordan. Because I know you like Sanders too. I love Sanders.
Yeah, I probably would have taken a different running back in the 11th and then went Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah.
To round it out normally.
That's a really good team too. I don't know if it's quite on the level of Jordan and Brad, but it's close. I'm gonna give you an 8, Stinger. That's the best draft I've ever seen you have, buddy. Good job. All right, Mikey. Akers. Unfortunately, Akers is gonna get hurt this year because now it's already been proclaimed that Daryl Henderson
And on this man's downfall.
Daryl Henderson has to be a league winner now just to push Young Money over the complete edge.
You be killing me at the same time with that one.
No, Akers at that spot's great. Kelsey obviously great. Wood, Sutton, Anderson, that's really good. Davis, wow, this is another really good team. Gage, Cooks. Oh, here's where I went wrong.
I like Gage. I don't know about Cooks. But I don't know about Gage at the 7-11 now.
I don't know if Gage needs to be like you're taking Russell Gage over Tyler Boyd, Antonio Brown,
even Corey Davis.
I'm not that.
I think he could easily outperform Corey Davis and Antonio Brown. Tyler Boyd's iffy.
You are way too high on Russell Gage.
Yeah,
bro.
you're way too high.
Way too
Okay,
high.
but the thing is,
Gage, I just don't know if 7th round Russell Gage and Brandon Cook.
No, not 7th round.
Like Gainwell, Lindsey. Ooh, that's interesting. I did see some reports where he could be the guy in Houston, but I don't think it even matters.
I was about to say.
I
thought about taking him in
Stafford
Dynasty,
in the 12th. That's awesome. He's going to win me our Dynasty League this year, so that's great. That's still a solid overall team. I mean, there's a few picks in there, but overall it's really good. 7-5.
Yeah, what a
Thanks,
gift
man.
getting Stafford in the Dynasty League. What a gift.
I
know.
What a gift.
That's funny because Jordan and I think Jeremy or somebody else was saying that they thought I lost that trade.
It was me and Tatum.
Yeah, you and Tatum thought I lost it. The running back, the guys who like running backs thought I lost the trade.
I mean, it made both of your teams better, respectively, but I think Pierre does edge you out in that trade.
It's the guys who hate Zeke. That's the ones who thought that you won that
But-
trade. That's what it is.
But you got the picks though, right, Chris?
What's that?
Just one
You got
pick.
you got picks though, right? Or
Wait, was it
pick?
one or 2 picks?
I got 2
I don't remember.
picks.
So I mean that evens it out, honestly. But just looking at it from a player perspective, especially
Not if it was the Daryl Henderson pick.
No.
it was the 2
the
players
Mike-
that they ended up taking afterwards. So
I turned one of the picks into Mike Davis.
right. So you ended up getting Mike Davis, and then he took Cousins. Pierre took Cousins, correct?
Yeah.
That's
But
why
then he got
everybody's salty
2.
about that
It
trade.
comes down
'cause
to-
it cost
okay,
him Mike Davis.
So do you like Stafford or Cousins more? I definitely like Stafford more. Definitely. That to me is like a no-brainer. Do you like Robinson or Zeke more? That's closer. I could definitely see a case for either way. Like it. Do you want the wide receiver? Or do you want the running back? That's closer to me. And then it's like what Davis and Godwin, which Godwin definitely better than Davis, obviously. So, but anyways, let's finish this up. Long Wang. I don't love Tyreek Hill, but I mean, getting him there at the turn with Devontae Adams is pretty good. Mixon, Swift, Etienne. What are we doing here?
I wonder how many he autoed because he's on auto. I was about to say, like, how do you only have 3 receivers, 5 running backs, 2 tight ends, and 2 quarterbacks?
He had to auto the rest of the draft. I mean,
he autoed it. He autoed
You're-
it from 10
you're
down.
I saw him pick up to Landry, honestly.
He autoed from 10 down because I was going to take Rodgers in the 12th because I was trying to do what Jeremy was doing, picking players I don't usually pick. But
yeah, I'm not gonna grade his team. It looks like the guy has 3 wide receivers in a 3 wide receiver league, and he's got 5 running backs, 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks. I'm not grading that team.
That is
Anti-demon.
that's a demon team. That's a
No, that-
6.66.
Don't ever disrespect the demon moniker like that.
That's a tall geek team.
That might be the first one. That might be the first one. Yeah, really.
That's
That might
a
be the first
Jeremy
one
team.
though we've actually seen. Like that might actually be a 1.
Oh, Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams might carry. I like Mixon.
But he
Other
only
than
has
that,
3 wide, he only has
Rush.
3 wide receivers. Like on a bye week, he's gonna
Oh,
have
he's screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're in a 3 wide receiver league, and
At least 5, 6.
you're banking on those 3 guys.
And he's got to play a running back in the flex. Like, has to. Doesn't even get to.
And not only that, you're going to have one of Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers on your bench.
Yeah, he's got Hunter Henry as his flex. No worries.
Yeah, like I'm not great at that team. He obviously didn't draft that team.
Well,
All right,
I mean, to
this
be
is a
fair,
good,
they
lot,
did
of,
take-
lot of good teams tonight, you guys. Good job. A lot of good teams.
Hey, Chris, did you see that you're on the clock?
Oh, let's see what. Hey, man, we're supposed to
Hey,
keep him for 8 hours, so you know.
I was wondering if we
Nah, I
could
need
win
these
this
quick
pick
to go.
live.
Now let him
I need
let him
to see
take
these
live
picks
so we can
go.
roast
Yeah,
him.
oh, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
pick
we'll
Daryl
get
Henderson
live.
again, please.
Yeah.
And then we've done what though today? Like 3-4 rounds almost.
Are
It's
we
crazy
gone
when
a
people aren't
long
trading.
time.
What happens?
Yeah, pick another handcuff running back so we can say something.
I
Please.
think
I'm on your head, Chris.
Sony Michelle.
He's definitely going Chuba.
no way with drafting Chuba.
You got Ty
Ramondre
Johnson,
Stevenson,
Larry Roundtree,
I know
Jay
who I'm
McKissick.
James
Javion
James
Hawkins.
White's still
You
on
have
the board.
Saquon, right? Take Gary Brightwell. Handcuff him.
Man, let's see.
Devontae Booker's still there.
Yeah, DeMar-
Let's hear your thinking out loud as you're about to make this pick.
Yeah,
Well,
nobody can snipe you.
Oh, and then
wanna-
Jeremy's up after Chris.
Yeah, Jeremy,
I
you're
wanna-
on deck.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, Jeremy, you're ready because I'll roast you too.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. All my picks from this point out, I'm just trying to hit home runs. So you can take your safe little Tevin Coleman and his 12 to 15, 12 touches for 4
snap.
weeks.
Ooh.
But I'm just trying to hit home runs.
You're hitting home runs with a guy that's going to get 4 touches per game, maybe.
That's okay. I don't need him in the first 4 weeks or 5 weeks. And if
I
I,
don't need
do,
Tevin Coleman.
and if I do need him in the first 4 or 5 weeks, I'm probably done anyways because that's how the way my team's built. If I need my RB5 early in the season, I'm done. I'm in trouble.
Team is full of goons.
That's all right. You know what? That's gonna be my team name now. I'm gonna be the Goonies. You don't even know anything about that. You're too young to even know
I
about
gotta
the Goonies.
I gotta
You're
change.
too
my
young
name
to
the
know about the
Demons.
Goonies.
I gotta change my name to the Demons.
You don't even know anything about the Goonies. One of the greatest movies of all time.
Are they gonna win though? Is the question.
Goonies never die.
That's right.
Demons are immortal.
They're already dead. That's the thing.
No, they're immortal.
This
They
is
were
actually
banished for not being good enough.
yeah.
What position are you thinking? Are you thinking running back?
I'm torn between running back and wide receiver.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's one guy I'm looking at that if I had this pick, I'd take him right here.
What position?
Receiver.
Receiver? Yeah, I'm going receiver with mine too.
I'm going receiver
Don't
with
pick that
mine.
guy I talked to you about earlier.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I hope you go receiver, Jeremy.
Jeremy's going TY. I already know that.
Am I?
That's actually the guy I was talking about. I'd take T.Y. here.
For a win now. team,
That's actually a guy.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the guys. For the wide receivers, it was between him and Cole Beasley, honestly.
I was thinking Cole Beasley later too. I don't know. See, I'm always thinking this guy's gonna fall, and then he goes like 3 picks later.
My only worry with T.Y. Hilton is does he have any juice left? And with Carson,
I don't know if they're throwing deep.
And that's the other thing with Carson Wentz. Is it gonna be all like Pittman and Paris Campbell? Because he did. Go ahead.
I saw a report that they're just going to try to do all quick game, easy throws, no downfield. I mean, obviously they're going to have to throw downfield eventually, but that's not going to be their offense. It's going to be quick game,
See, that's the
easy
thing that
throws for Wentz.
That's the thing that worries me about Ty is like, if it was in best ball, I'm drafting him all day because I'm like, give me those 4 or 5 boom weeks and that's fine. But in this league, like in a dynasty league where I have to set my lineup, am I ever going to set T.Y. Hilton? I don't know. But he's definitely for the wide receivers. It was between him and Beasley.
Y'all are gonna love my next pick.
I think y'all are gonna love my next pick.
How old is Cole Beasley?
31, I think.
What's that?
I think he's 31.
Jeez, man.
He's got a rap career.
He's God dang, he's 32. I mean, I know my team is old, but can I really draft a 32-year-old white slot receiver?
Hey,
I like how you threw in white.
if he's putting up the numbers,
I mean, really, I know he's attached to Josh Allen.
he's like the third best wide receiver in the league, though.
You know what? I'm gonna shock you all right here. Actually,
No.
Hey, Devin Singletary.
I'm gonna shock you all right here.
Cole Kmet.
I'm gonna go young. Let's go.
Oh, come here.
Let's
Heck
go.
is that?
I don't
Who
think
is
that's who
this?
you wanted.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. What's that?
I was like, who is this?
You definitely shocked me. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's a
I
shock.
What the heck? Hold on.
Now he lost his pick. Ah!
Oh, what? He
I
got
can
released
make
9
him
months
say it.
ago.
What the heck?
Wow, I think this is some rigged.
Oh,
this is
oh,
some,
wait a minute.
slanted
Nick already
commissioner type stuff going
Gabriel
on.
Davis?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh yeah, you're late. You're late to the party, my friend.
That's
he
why.
took him in the
that's why-
12th, man.
Yeah, 3 rounds ago.
Oh my god. That's why
You're
when
supposed to be the commissioner.
Man,
Too many
It's like
drafts.
drafting no tight
Pay
end.
attention to the grass.
someone told the viewers on YouTube to blast this man.
Please. Commissioner don't even know this dude went 3 rounds ago.
Yeah, can we have a vote of no confidence?
I think that means you have to trade the pick for nothing.
Forfeit.
That's what it sounds like to me.
This isn't even my pick. This was this is I think this is the pick I got from Pierre. The other pick I got from Pierre.
This one?
Yeah,
It could be.
I think so.
Yeah, Pierre won the trade.
Well, yeah, if I'm taking Pierre,
Now
whoever.
it's official. I think I should get the pick back then, right? Is that what that means?
All
Wouldn't be
right. I mean,
opposed.
Now, when you
anyway.
sent this player, I think it's going to Arsenal's team.
Yep.
But I think it well, yeah, it did, but I mean, I'm just gonna manually. Oh wait, it set it back to Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We can't tell. You have it.
There's
blocked
no-
out
there's no
with
little-
an
Hold
arrow.
on. I got it. There we go. I just assigned it back to me.
Oh, I'm
There you go.
confusing myself with the pick.
There you go. I reassigned it back to me. It's all good.
Now who you gonna pick?
Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see this 15th round D.
Who even was that guy that he just?
I don't know.
selected?
I just
Yeah,
typed in.
nine
I just
months
typed in
ago.
David. I just typed in Davis in the wide receiver, and it showed me G Davis. And I was like, okay, that's Gabriel Davis.
I thought you. I swear. I thought you were trolling Jeremy by taking Jeremy Davis. I was like, this is a troll.
No, but I would if there was anybody in here named Young Money, I would draft him right now, 100%. I would draft him.
I would have taken him in the first round. That sounds like a demon. That sounds like good luck at the bare minimum.
Know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the DN off the Jaguars, Josh Allen, and I'm gonna send it to Chris in a trade.
Oh my God, he's sending me Josh Allen. I'll be like, wait, doesn't
I used to do that with I did that last year with Washington's kicker Dustin Hopkins. I dropped him. They're like, D Hopkins on the. I was like, you guys are fools.
if you're ever in an auction draft, do that. Put like guys that have the same initial in the last name and watch how many people like bid them up.
It's like somebody in the 10th round. Oh, I got D Moore from Carolina. DJ Moore. Oh no, it's David Moore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I told you guys I accidentally in my other dynasty startup I drafted Duke.
That was so funny. I don't know why you wanted David Johnson though.
It was like the 18th round, and I saw D Johnson. I was like, you know what? Why not? And I click it. It was Duke Johnson.
All right, you know what? Maybe I want.
I think now you have to take Cole Beasley.
I'm getting close to taking Cole Beasley, to be honest with you. Let me see.
Third best wide receiver in the league.
I'm getting very close to taking him. I'm gonna. Okay, screw it. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
All right, he might actually be a demon.
He fits perfect on my old ass team, so it's fine.
Darius Slayton.
Oh no! I wanted. Sorry, can you change that to Shepard? I don't know why I did that.
Oh my god!
Why is there
I mean, what difference does it make?
Yeah,
You're back on
They're
the
gonna
clock.
be the exact same. They're gonna be
Yeah,
the
I want
exact
Shepard.
same numbers.
Hey, you're back
Yeah,
on the clock.
You pick
Jeremy.
Shepard is what he's saying.
Jeremy, you're back on. There you go.
There, I don't even know what that was. That's what I was like.
I think Slayton might outperform Shepard.
No, Shepard will outperform Slade.
Yeah, might as well get Russell Shepard. Be the same thing.
I'll be honest. I almost right now in the last second took Shepard over Cole Beasley, but
Yeah, that's why I was like. That's who I thought you were thinking about, and I was like, please no.
But no, give me Cole Beasley for 1 year attached to Josh Allen catching.
You think he outperforms Emmanuel Sanders?
I don't think he outperforms Emmanuel Sanders. I
Yeah.
think he catches.
He'll be more
passes than
consistent?
he catches more passes than Emmanuel Sanders. But I think Emmanuel Sanders will have like some very big games. But
What about Gabe Davis? Dalton Knox.
Dawson Knox.
30
will
just
be
posted.
much.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm just joking about Knox. But Devin Singletary, man.
Okay, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Never.
Can't do it. I've been looking at Devin Singletary. Like, I literally was like, if I'm going to take a 23-year-old running back, at least give me one who, like, one day might, have a chance to run the ball. Like we saw last year when Zach Moss was out, like Devin Singletary wasn't that good. What is Devin Singletary? Like, what's his upside at this point?
He's a pass-catching pass blocker. That's all he is.
Yeah, and on a team with a quarterback who looks down the field, like wants to throw it down the field. So
or runs it himself.
Yeah.
Honestly,
runs it better.
Thank God Najee didn't go to the Bills. That would have been such a waste.
Yeah. I don't know why everybody was like, oh, I hope this running back goes to the Bills. I'm like, I hope none of the running backs go to the Bills.
Yeah, that's like
they were talking about Travis Etienne.
Yeah, that's why I think the Jags took him, was because he wouldn't have fell past then to him in the second round.
I saw the Jags wanted Kadarius Toney.
Oh, I'm so glad the Giants did that for us. Oh man,
I'd rather have Kadarius Toney over Travis Etienne for your team. James Robinson is fine enough.
What was that?
I said if I was, well, I mean, I would rather have Kadarius Toney if I was a Jags fan because James Robinson was good enough last year. You didn't need Travis Etienne, but obviously Kadarius was already gone.
Thanks for coming around on him, Young Money. I like it, man. I like you're slowly getting into the Kadarius Toney.
Y'all sleeping on Kadarius.
What they should have done was taken off O-lineman there, because they did just draft a multi-million-dollar franchise quarterback with the first pick. And as we saw last year, protecting your franchise multi-million-dollar quarterback is kind of important.
No, they need they're just trying to toughen him up a little bit, get him some hits, give him the old Joe Burrow treatment, and then hopefully it works out.
If he gets hurt, they got Tim Tebow. They're fine.
Yeah, they're good. They have two multi-million-dollar franchise quarterbacks on that team.
Exactly.
And we're only protecting one of them. Luckily, we have him scheduled as a tight end instead of a QB.
Well, you can always change
what Meyer thinks about Tim Tebow.
So when Trevor Lawrence gets hurt and Tim Tebow becomes a quarterback, but he's got tight end eligibility in every fantasy league, he's going to be like the hottest waiver wire pickup everywhere, right? Like, I got a quarterback playing tight end for my fantasy league.
That's going to be demon time for sure.
That's what happened with Taysom Hill last year.
Yep.
In some leagues, he was. That was such a cluster. Like that
was ridiculous.
Some sites had him as both, and then some didn't. It was just
that was worse than when Jalen Samuel was listed as a tight end, because at least Jalen Samuel was only a running back. You're talking about a quarterback in your tight end.
He was for Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, he was Pittsburgh. Yeah.
When they adjusted the Denver wide receiver to quarterback and he didn't complete a pass.
Well, he was actually a quarterback for that game, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They converted him to QB.
I know, but
they're playing QB for that game.
There were people actually saying, like, I'm going to start him in my wide receiver slot this week because he's a quarterback. And I'm like, you're dumb, because they're not even going to throw the ball. And what did they do? They attempted like 8 passes that game or something, 10 passes, and he completed like 1.
I had Noah Fant, and that was such a disappointing game. He caught the only pass that he completed.
Why did you
start? You couldn't start any. You could not start any.
Why would you start that, man?
Like you had, like you're better off like just taking the 0.
Yeah.
I got started Jerry Jeudy, thinking they was gonna do a bunch of slants.
How many good tight ends were there last year? Noah Fant was solid. I mean, I was like, you know what? He'll throw it to Noah Fant. He'll be close to the line of scrimmage. Nope, didn't happen.
That game was even Taysom Hill only threw the ball like 12 times that game. They didn't even need to. They just ran it like every play.
I don't know why they didn't like run the wildcat. You have a receiver playing quarterback. Why are you not doing wildcat, read option, speed option?
That's true. They put him in. They put him in some tough situations.
And they also played one of the best defenses that week. It's like,
yeah,
you know, the Saints just went into that game like just stack that box. And
stack the box.
Just blitz, stack the box, force this guy to throw. Like, it wasn't like you got to play with Cowboys or something, and then like you had to play against the Saints.
They were doing engage 8 all game.
Had like 300 yards passing against the Cowboys.
Everybody had 300 yards passing against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it would be hard not to, honestly.
Now everybody had 300 yards rushing against the Cowboys. Their rushing defense was pathetic.
It was all bad.
Is the clock running?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the actual league, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's running. It's running.
On Zoom, it doesn't look like it's running. That's the thing.
No, it's running. It's funny because Pierre and I were talking last night, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about taking Ryan Fitzpatrick." And he's like, "Yeah, you can just back him up with like Kyle Allen." I was like, "Kyle Allen, he's terrible." And then I'm like, "Let me look at his game logs last year." I'm like, "Oh wow, he actually had a game that was like 280 and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions." Then I look, it was Dallas. I was like,
You
"Oh,
wouldn't.
okay, well,
Why would you take Heineke over, or why would you take Kyle
He's-
Allen over Heineke though?
No, that's what I
Heineke.
said. I said I'd rather just take Heineke and at least have some rushing upside.
He might be the starter.
He did good last year,
I mean, I
But he
don't
played like a game and a half.
I mean,
I don't think-
we're
but he
talking-
came off like he was like going to college, and they just called
Yeah,
him
he
up.
was taking online classes.
I know, but we're talking about a 28-year-old quarterback who literally, including that playoff game, has started twice in his life.
He's the next Kurt
But if he's
Warner,
gonna be
bro.
the starter, then he's gonna be the starter. He's taking first team reps in training camp.
Okay, you really think that they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick to play Tyler Heineke? Come on, you know.
No,
You
but
really-
we all know
if he's gonna get
Fitzpatrick
beat
you're trying
out,
to rile me up. You're just trying to rile me up right now, young money. You know as well.
it's a QB. It's a competition right now. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, jeez.
No bench in week 8.
The only competition right now, I think, is in Denver, like between
Yeah.
Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater.
That's a competition.
Yeah, that's a competition.
They did not bring Ryan Fitz. They did not sign Ryan Fitzpatrick to play Tyler Heineke. Look, Tyler Heineke was making some plays in that game, but look, you think the Bucks went into that game like going like, oh, we really have to worry about this guy.
And they almost lost because of it.
Well, yeah, they almost did lose because of it, but you're gonna bank on that over a 16-game season where defense is like.
At least he's a dual threat. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't running away from anybody.
Well, that's true, but I don't think that matters. Does that matter to Ron Rivera? Like, that doesn't seem like the offense they're trying to build.
I have
No,
no
we don't
idea, but I know
throw
Scott
to
Turner
you.
likes dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke is a dual threat.
But I mean, I don't even know if he's a dual threat.
Yes.
He can run, but he can't throw. That's the problem. He's not really a dual threat.
Oh my god! Well,
mean,
in that case,
all right, none of this
Ryan
matters
Fitzpatrick
because
is a
Deshaun
dual threat
Watson
then.
is going to be the starter for the Washington football team.
I
I
hope so.
would,
Fitzpatrick will be in Houston, bro.
I would absolutely climax if that happened. No cap.
That would be amazing.
We'd be Super Bowl bound.
And I'll be winning the fantasy league. You already know.
If I lost fantasy because Deshaun went to Washington and you won, I'd be completely okay with that if we won the Super Bowl. Anything less than that, I'll take fantasy instead.
Tyler Heineke's been in the league 3 years and he's attempted 77 passes. Do you think that's because NFL teams had him on their roster and were like, man, that guy's a dual threat. Let's not play him. Let's put him.
But
on
they
the
slept
bench.
on Kurt Warner too, though.
That guy can really sling it. Let's put him on the bench. Let's
Okay,
not
what?
put him out there.
But there's precedent. The Rich Gannon went like 12 years without throwing a pass and then won MVP. I mean, it happened.
12 years. Who went 12 years without throwing a pass and then won MVP?
Rich Gannon, he was a backup his whole career, and then John Gruden got him in Oakland, and he won MVP.
Yeah,
But he's
He was on
year was
lead
that?
time.
But the thing about Rich Gannon is that dude had an absolute cannon. And back then, it was the teams only ran the ball back then, but that dude actually had a cannon. Tyler Heineke does not have a cannon.
He's got wheels. though.
What year did Rich Gannon win the MVP?
I don't think it was
02.
12
It was the year they went this. The year before they went to
2002?
Super Bowl. I think 01 maybe. It was early 2000s.
Like Tyler Heineke is not. He look, if Fitzpatrick sucks, they might turn to Tyler Heineke, but I don't think Tyler Heineke is going to start this.
Marlon Mack. Interesting.
Marlon Mack. Yeah. What the hell?
As long as Jay Tatum isn't in the Zoom, is he?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No.
No. All right. Well, as long as he doesn't go with this guy, I'm taking the strip club bandit right here in the next one.
Oh gosh.
Strip club bandit.
Ben's back up.
Yeah,
He's going to be clapping cheeks.
he better be. Man.
All right. Are we done? I think we're done. This is starting to go off the rails.
Hey, I think we're all
Starting to go off the
went-
rails like our
rounds.
dynasty or Endgame dynasty chats. Go off the
Oh
rails.
boy.
Those things go off the rails all day long.
I'm sticking on topic. I get baited. No cap.
Yeah, the dynasty chat isn't necessarily family friendly.
Really?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if
That
that's
thing-
YouTube friendly.
It's
There's a demons in there.
I
It
forgot
starts
we're
with,
still
like,
on YouTube, honestly.
It starts with like arguing about a
Like,
pick, and then it ends up into like somehow we're talking about like LeBron James versus MJ, or we're talking about like
Points per game, NFL.
yeah, we're talking about offense.
That's
Like,
at
how did
least
this
about
happen?
football.
How did we get here? How do we get here every time?
It's
we
young
went to,
money,
like,
man.
shootings in St. Louis yesterday. Like,
Yeah, talking about shootings and like carjacking.
Okay,
Like,
they were talking
like,
about
how did we
food
get-
and pizza for like 30 minutes, though. That had nothing to do with me. They're like, Italian pizza, New York pizza, so
Yeah,
good. That
like,
had nothing to
how
do
does
with
this
me.
chat get here? How do we get here every time? Every time.
when
Bro
it
was
went to
talking about some Domino's chicken
I
yesterday.
was done. I was so done at that point. Domino's chicken was the end point for me.
Domino's chicken is terrible, by the way.
Oh,
I'm
my
terrible.
Sleeping
all,
on my
all,
emo,
if a
man.
pizza place sells chicken, it's gross. Unless it's Wing Street
Terrible.
Pizza Hut.
I mean, Domino's pizza isn't even that good, but for like $5.99, fine, whatever, I'll eat it. But their chicken,
Little
is
Caesars is where it's at. That's the best bang for your buck.
Oh, little skeezers.
That crust tastes like a tire.
That's the one thing about Domino's actually has like a pretty decent crust. Like their crust is better than their pizza, actually.
Yeah, I'm with Ale on Little Caesars. That shit's bad, man.
I just
can't
don't like
do
the
it.
air bubbles they be having on their pizza. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Oh, what do
But
you
for
want?
$5,
For $5, come on, you're getting $5 pizza. What do you want?
that's what I'm saying. Like
This isn't like
Papa John's over here charging $12 per pizza.
Who?
Papa John's, all of them.
Oh yeah, no. If I'm gonna spend that much, I'm gonna go to like a real pizza place.
I can get 2 pizzas for 1 Papa John pizza from Little Caesars.
Did you guys see the Papa John's CEO went to therapy for like 18 months to stop saying the N-word?
See, this is how our conversations go off the rails.
See, it's
How they go?
Crap
Look,
and
it's already
Cheeks.
off the rails. We're already off the rails.
Is that guy? Crap and Cheeks is the guy that gets us off topic. It's
We're
not
already
me.
off the rails.
I'm
All
just
right,
saying, how do you have to go to 18 months of